Okay, so now I'm going to list off to you my top 5 power rankings of the season. I want your quick reaction, and then we're going to get out of here and watch some Sunday football, all right? So, starting off, my honorable mention is the Memphis Grizzlies. So far this year, they've been without Jaren Jackson Jr., no Zaire Williams, and John Morant and Desmond Bane have been arguably the best backcourt on the floor together. There's a couple of other candidates. This Grizzlies team can never be slept on. They're still missing that second star, but in the regular season, this is an elite team with an elite coach, great depth, and a star in John Morant who is only getting better. But the biggest takeaway here is, dude, Desmond Bane, I've compared him to Eric Gordon on like steroids, but he's making $2 million a year. And Eric Gordon, before all those injuries in New Orleans, he was never at this level. Right now, Desmond Bane, he had 3 straight 30-point games just last week, and I'm looking at him saying, this was a player that fell to the 30th overall pick. There were so many contenders. The Lakers, the Jazz, the Boston Celtics selected him and then traded him and elected to keep Aaron Nesmith. Think about that. And 3 years later, he is a top 7 player at his position. So far this year, averaging 24 points, 4.5 assists, while shooting 47% from 3. It's only an 8-game sample size, but this is in spite of him playing to start the year with a back issue that was kind of re-aggravated from last season. His last 5 games, 19, 29, 32, 31, 38 points. That dude is a stud. Number 4 for me, it's got to be the Suns. I had them missing the playoffs coming on to this year, Brandon, but right now, this team is continuing to build off of what they did last year, and Devin Booker is playing the best basketball of his career. I think a lot of us kind of overestimated the type of effect, the type of relationship Monty and DeAndre Ayton had. This was a team that dealt with Robert Sarver stuff last year and broke their franchise record in wins. They're a resilient bunch in the regular season, and they have a formula that clearly works. Not saying they're going to win a playoff series. I don't think they will. But so far, they have to be given the acknowledgement. Hey, look, man, idiots like me had them failing, and so far they're playing very well. Although I might admit the Jazz did the same exact thing last year and fall apart. Not the point. Number 3, the Boston Celtics. This episode is brought to you by our friends at Best Damp. Today is Sunday afternoon, and one of the best parts about the day is watching football, of course. And if you want to get a stake into the game, you want to bet on the games, you want to know what the market is. You want to get the best available odds, and oftentimes that can be a time-consuming endeavor. And that's what Best Damp is here to help you with. If you want to see all the sports books in one single place, all you have to do is download the Best Damp app, which is totally free, and you can sign up for a variety of sports books so that they can provide you the best odds so you can maximize your returns. To go along with that, Best Damp also features other tools, such as a bet analysis tool to get constant updates on how well you're performing, but also the accounting tool so that you can track all of your bets in one single stop. So join us in the Best Damp app. Link is in the description, and use our referral code at WISEGUYS. That's WISEGUYS. Thank you to Best Damp for supporting our show. And as always, let's get back to it. No Ime Udoka, no problem. The defense this year hasn't been at the same level it was. But look, at this time last year, the Celtics were below 500. Right now, Jason Tatum is an MVP candidate, and he's finding ways to win in every avenue, whether it's three-point shooting. Last night, they broke their team record in a single game with 27 three-point makes. This team has so much shooting, and when they get Robert Williams back defensively, they're going to get right back to that elite level. There's no question in my mind. Number 2, B-Cap, the Cleveland Cavaliers. If I was wrong about the T-Wolves, I was right about the Cavs. And you know what? I don't care I'm taking my victory lap in November because I'm not backing down from this take. The Cavaliers are just an Evan Mobley leap away from being the best team in basketball. I know it may sound like an outlandish statement because what have they done in the postseason? But you look at Donovan Mitchell's track record, right? Perfect number 2. In the NBA, you need a top 5 player, right, to usually win a title. Evan Mobley right now is top 50, right? And he's in the second season. Can he, by the end of this year, be an all-star caliber guy? Because last year he was knocking on the door of that. I do think so. So far this year, that leap has not been taken. But Darius Garland misses 5 games to go on a 5-game winning streak. He comes back into the lineup, and that is the best backcourt. I was talking about Desmond Bane and John Morant. They're even better than that. And right now, they have probably the second best defensive front court, and Jared Allen, Evan Mobley behind, I don't know, the team at number 1, the Milwaukee Bucks. Man, oh man, oh man, Brandon. Brook Lopez might be playing the best basketball in the last 6-7 years. The dude is at 34 years old, coming off back surgery, and he legitimately is at the back end of the Defensive Player of the Year discussion through 3 weeks. The dude has been outstanding protecting the rim while making 3-point shots, and the Bucks truly missed him last year. So my top 5 NBA teams this year, BCAP. So far through 3 weeks, JT's NBA power rankings. Stupid light, come on. Number 5, Memphis Grizzlies. Number 4, Phoenix Suns. Number 3, Boston Celtics. Number 2, Cleveland Cavaliers. And number 1, Milwaukee Bucks. This run line is unbelievable, dude. It's absolutely killing me. Let me try it again. My honorable mention is the Portland Trail Blazers, but JT's top 5 NBA teams coming. This is JT's top 5 NBA teams through 3 weeks. Number 5, the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 4, the Phoenix Suns. We might owe them an apology. Number 3, the Boston Celtics. Number 2, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And no, they don't need LeBron James. And last but not least, the 9-0 Milwaukee Bucks getting off to the hottest start in franchise history.
I like your list. I mean, I probably would put Boston ahead of Cleveland, but I understand you have your, Cleveland agenda this year, so you're going to ride that hard.
Agenda?
Listen, man, it is. I mean, you like them a lot, right? I mean, I shouldn't probably use agenda, but it's a team that you are favoring, that you put a lot of your word and your stock into. Like, you are basically saying, this is my baby. I talked about it. I helped rise them up, and now I'm going to see it to the promised land. So I kudos you that. I mean, again, you did preface it by saying 3 weeks into the season. So, and it's a long NBA season. We still got a long ways to go. But yeah, I really don't have much argument. The only thing I would change, like I said, is Boston over Cleveland. But I think it's a pretty damn good list. Yeah.
What would your list be? Off the top, I know you probably didn't create one, but
yeah,
this the same thing. Maybe the Celtics at number 2, but Bucks still at 1.
Yeah, the Bucks undefeated 9-0. Boston number 2.
Blazers number
I would
3.
say no. Get out of here with that.
Wait, why not?
The Blazers, you said?
Yeah.
No, not the Blazers. No.
Dame is playing MVP level, and he's missed time. Jeremy Grant, 2-game winners.
I would go Milwaukee, Boston, Cleveland, and Phoenix can swap, and then I'd probably put Memphis right there.
Dude, this Portland team is the best one in 6 or 7 years. You were very critical of them, man, but Anthony Simons has really stepped it up as of late. And if Yusuf Nurkic and Dame, this is a big if, are healthy, this could be a top 4 or 5 seed. It wouldn't be crazy because they have the most wing depth, and Chauncey Billups has done a very good job with his defense. That in the preseason looked really bad. This is really a de facto rookie season for him. I love what Portland's been able to do on the defensive end. And when you coalesce that with Dame's play, dude, I mean, you can't sleep on Portland. They're just a really good regular season team. And I don't know what the difference is between them and the Phoenix Suns. Actually, I do. The Suns just won 65 games. But generally speaking right now.
Yeah, no, but the key word you said is they're a regular season team. So again, I think if they were to make it to the playoffs, I think they would be very much exposed.
Until Shane Sharp breaks down to a superstar, that is.